And we are live. Welcome back to Takes by Fans. Today is Monday, November 24th, 2025. I'm your host, St. Nick, and we got a great show for y'all today. Well, week 12 in the NFL yesterday, and it was an all right slate overall. The 1 o'clock slate, a little bit of all right. Came down to the wire on some of the games. Almost all these games were a lot closer than a lot of people were thinking. We had a ton of big spreads. I think there was like 3 or 4 games where spreads were 13 plus, and I don't know if any of them covered. Any of the minus 12.5, minus 13.5 covered. The Seahawks covered. So shout out to Sam Darnold and that defense taking care of business. But today on the show, we got to break down all that action from yesterday that we all witnessed. How is the NFL landscape now looking when Week 12 is wrapped up in the books? We have a game on tonight, a little Monday Night Football, so we'll preview that game. We'll go over that game at the end of it as well. But today on the show, breaking down Week 12, what are the true narratives to really kind of go forward with? Shedeur Sanders, should we talk about him? How do we talk about him? I think we're going to be singing his praises a little bit. And you know what? Actually, shout him out. Shout him out right now. Give it up for Shedeur Sanders, folks. Got the first dub in his career. First start, first dub. You got to love it. And everybody, once again, is just hating. It's enough with the hating. Y'all love to give props to the wrong people out here, folks, I'll tell you. So we got to talk and dissect all these games from yesterday, so let's just jump right into it, shall we? But we got to start with this. We got to start with this, folks. Bye. Bye. Bye, MVP. Bye, Wyoming College football. Bye.
The Bills make me wanna shout.
Absolutely ridiculous, folks. This man loses a game in the NFL and then resorts going back to his alma mater. Let me go back to college and relive my glory days so I can feel better. This guy, folks, when is it ever going to be enough with this dude? Joshua Allen. He always needs something. Why does this man always need some sort of validation? He needs some sort of materialistic form of gratitude, of gratification. Last year, it was the MVP chain before he actually won the MVP award because, once again, he didn't know if he was actually going to win it or not. So let me just get the chain so I could just feel good about myself regardless if I win or lose. He goes back to Wyoming to have his jersey retired. Woo! Wyoming College. Wow. Josh Allen really putting this team on the map here, folks. So Josh Allen is the first ever player in Wyoming football history to have their jersey retired. But when you go back and look at it, for what reason? Josh Allen wasn't even the leading passer at his college. Josh Allen was the 8th highest passing yard leader at his own college, and he's the only one to have his jersey retired. Okay. All right. Josh Allen, during his really only 2 years there, he was there for 3, but I don't even think he played his freshman year. Josh Allen in his 2 years there only threw for 5,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, 21 interceptions. Oh, a lot of interceptions there, Josh. You're looking like this season. So, are we all supposed to forget about Corey Bramlett, who threw 5,100 yards? Are we supposed to forget about Joe Hughes that threw for 5,800 yards in Wyoming? You're telling me you forgot about Josh Walwork? He threw for 6,400 yards. Where's his jersey? Jay Stoner. We all know the great Jay Stoner of Wyoming. 6,700 yards. Woohoo! Slinging that ball around, baby. Tom Carranzos. Tom Carranzo's a 7,700 yard gunslinger from Wyoming. We all know these people, folks. Brett Smith. Brett Smith, you're telling me you don't remember the man that slung 76 touchdowns and only 28 interceptions? The man that threw the ball 8,800 yards? I remember him. Had a 139 quarterback rating. Josh Allen only had 137. What happened with Brett Smith? Somebody get him in the NFL. So, Josh Allen, I mean, if we're retiring Josh Allen's jersey, you also got to, retire Brett Smith and Casey Bramlett's jersey. There's no reason to only celebrate Josh Allen because he's good in the NFL. Now, okay, Josh Allen did win a bowl game. Okay, is that all it takes to get your jersey retired? You win the Idaho Bowl? Is that all it takes, folks? Really? Because I'll go back to college. I think I still got a little eligibility left. If that's all it takes to have your jersey retired, Wyoming, I'm on my way. I'll go and win the little Idaho Potato Bowl. Josh Allen in 2017 won the Idaho Potato Bowl against Central Michigan, 37-14. Get your jersey retired. I mean, folks, if you're looking for a low bar, a little news flash for all the young bucks out there thinking about going to Wyoming, a lot of low bar setting there, okay? If you really want to make a name for yourself, try to go to a different school with higher bars, Ooh, we were competitive in the Idaho Potato Bowl game. That's all they're looking for over there. So Josh Allen wins the Idaho Potato Bowl MVP in 2017, and they go manic over it. But look, if we're also retiring Josh Allen's jersey for winning the Idaho Potato Bowl, then we also should be retiring Zach Wilson's jersey, should we not? Because the very next year in 2018, Zach Wilson won and also was the MVP of the Idaho Potato Bowl. And also, Zach Wilson put up more points. Zach Wilson put up 49 points in the Potato Bowl. Josh Allen only put up 37. The crowd, when Josh Allen was in the big bowl game, was only 16,500. Zach Wilson, a little bit of a bigger draw. His Idaho Potato Bowl brought in 18,700 viewers. Or attendance, I should say. So, it's just all ridiculous. Josh Allen, he always needs these fake awards, these fake accolades. Enjoy your jersey retirement in Wyoming because we know it ain't going to be retired as a Buffalo Bill. All those close losses. Could you imagine if the Buffalo Bills retired Josh Allen's jersey for one MVP and multiple losses in the playoffs against the Chiefs? I mean, once again, if that's going to be the bar, for Buffalo, I think I stay away from Wyoming, and I also kind of stay away from the Buffalo Bills in my draft process. I want something with a little bit more higher bar, okay? I'm not for the low-hanging fruit. So here it is, Josh Allen, Wyoming Cowboy football tweets out, had a special visit from Josh Allen tonight. Couple of pictures. He's talking to the young bucks out there. I love seeing them. All right. And then we get this. Here we go. Josh Allen. Once again, the only reason why he did this was because he was upset and he needed to get his mojo back. Once again, this is I try to track it for y'all every year, every day. Josh Allen and the Bills, when something big bad happens, like they lose to the Dolphins, they have to get their mojo back. They need the bulletin board material. The Buffalo Bills cannot play football unless they are underdogs, unless they are disrespected in the national media. But if they get the praise, if they get the awards, if they get the wins, then they have nothing to play for, and Josh Allen doesn't show up. I mean, we see this time and time again. So Josh Allen, he's only doing this for fuel, so watch out for the Bills next week. The Bills next week are really going to blow their load, so go bet them right now, okay? But this is Josh Allen at Wyoming. Says, I'm only really here because I'm upset. I don't really give a fuck about y'all, but I'm mad, so I have to try and, get in a better light. So that's why I'm here. This is Josh Allen, folks.
My why? I wish I could tell you that it was my why. I wish I could tell you that it was for someone else. For me.
Selfish. Once again, I try to tell you, Josh Allen selfish. Nobody wants to hear. I would like to say that I'm doing this for somebody else, but I'm doing it only for me. Only for me. Big selfish Josh.
My why? I wish I could tell you that it was for someone else. For me. I love this game. I love competing. I love winning. I love, and this is going to sound really weird, I love feeling like I feel today after a loss. I love feeling hurt. It gets me going. It really does. I'm got the chills thinking about it, man, because I love this game. You got to be a little sick to love this game because it can take a lot from you, but it can give you a whole lot too.
So Josh Allen said, yeah, I'm only here for me. I'm a psycho, and I got to get ready for next week, so I'm using this as motivation. I'm not here for y'all. I'm not here to try and, be a mentor to y'all. I am here to get my mojo back, and that is it. So that's everybody's favorite, Josh Allen, word for word, right from the horse's mouth. I mean, everybody acts like I'm putting words in this dude's mouth. He just told you right there he is selfish. I've been telling y'all this man is selfish. The double spike. Josh Allen loves winning so much he can't have anybody else get recognition for his winning. He's like A.J. Brown on steroids. A.J. Brown, I want to be the only reason why we win. I mean, Jalen Hurts is getting all this credit and he can't even fucking throw the ball. And here I am. My legacy's going down the drain because everyone's giving credit to Jalen Hurts and Saquon Barkley and not little old me. So Josh Allen is A.J. Brown on steroids. Now, let me just get this out of the way. This is very great by I love hearing this by Patrick Mahomes. Or, Josh Allen, pardon me. I'm not trying to start any fights here, Josh, okay? But I really love this by Josh Allen. I know I'm giving Josh Allen praise. Everybody relax.
Tell you that it was.
But I actually love this quote by Josh Allen.
I love this game.
I love this game. I'm doing this shit for me. Fuck everybody else. I mean, I'm doing it for me. I know I'm good at this. I know I can do this. I'm doing this for me. I actually like this a lot.
Love winning.
I love that he says, I love the winning. I love the competition. I love the losing. He loves everything about this. And that's how you truly know Josh Allen is 100% a true competitor. And that is truly what I really love about Josh Allen. That competition. Do you love competition? How much do you love the competition? And you can hear it in his voice. You can see it in his eyes. I mean, when he says, I love this competition, you can kind of see his eyes starting to get a little teary, not because he's going to cry, but because he's so filled with emotion, with winning and competition.
I love this game.
I fucking love this game.
Love this game because
so, I mean, you can really see it. I mean, he blinks one more time. I mean, a tear's going to fall out. Once again, not because he's sad and crying, because emotion.
I love this game. I love competing.
Shout out to Josh Allen. I tell y'all, I still love Josh Allen. I just have to reel y'all in a little bit, okay? Shout out Josh Allen. Okay, here you go. Going to the bye. There you go. Okay, Bills Mafia, settle down now. But he's still selfish. And once again, not only is Josh Allen selfish, he's also, what do we call him, folks? The devil in a dress. When everybody is finally starting to take a step back from alcohol because what's the point? What's the point in drinking alcohol, folks? It only just leads to, potentially you having affairs with your employees, okay? Settle down on the alcohol. Settle down on the drinking. Now, we know the alcohol business, they've been screaming, panicking, oh my God, nobody's drinking. The young generation's not drinking anymore. What do? We have to force them. We have to trick them into drinking. We have to get all their celebrity, everybody that they look up to, the athletes, the celebrities, the most famous people, folks. For the young generation to brainwash the youth. We saw LeBron James. Hey, I got my new form of Hennessy. Go try it. Trae Young. Hey, seltzer. I got keto seltzer now. I mean, that's what they're marketing. They're marketing like keto seltzer, folks. Could you imagine? Yes, it's alcohol, but it's healthy. This has protein. This alcohol has protein. Go drink it. I mean, look, if they created an alcohol with like 30 grams of protein per serving, folks, I mean, everybody would die from alcohol poisoning. Let me digress on everything that we just said right there. But Josh Allen, devil in a dress, what does he do? Josh Allen, his gift to the youth? Hey, I want you to build the biggest beer snake. Hey, you underage Wyoming fans. Look, he points to somebody. Points to a kid in the crowd. How old is this kid? He's in college, folks. You really don't turn 21 until like your last year, your last 2 years, you know. And if anybody's been to college, underage drinking, I mean, let's just say it happens. Am I allowed to say that? Is that so crazy to hear? So Josh Allen at a college stadium where I would say majority of the people are underage. Is that fair to say? The majority of people in college are kind of like a little right under that 21, right? Okay. So Josh Allen says, hey, you young folks, I want y'all to get as drunk as you can, drink as much beer as you can, because that's all that matters, right, is building a big old beer snake. Josh Allen, beer snake, keep drinking, drink, the young crowd, drink. It's cool. I'm an MVP. I did it when I was in college. I was beer snaking. I was drinking all the time, and I'm Josh Allen. Don't you want to marry Haley Steinfeld? Then drink the beer. Here it is, Josh Allen. Josh Allen, during his jersey retirement, tells the entire crowd of potential youths to get absolutely obliterated drunk.
I need the biggest beer snake possible, all right?
I got you.
I need the biggest beer snake possible.
I need the biggest beer snake possible. Unbelievable. How about maybe like a water snake? Let's get hydrated. Let's get refreshed, yes? Let's not get all kind of bogged down and bloated and potentially develop, alcoholism. Josh Allen promoting alcoholism at his own jersey retirement. I mean, the devil in a dress, folks. How many times do we have to say it? And not only did Josh Allen do this, the Buffalo Bills official Twitter page tweets it out. Josh Allen with a very important message. Crying face laughing emoji. Isn't this just so funny? Our MVP face of the franchise is encouraging alcoholism. Ah! So once again, I mean, it's just everyone's got these priorities fucked up here in Buffalo, folks. It just makes no sense. It truly doesn't. So you have your new face of big alcohol, folks. It's Josh Allen. Give it up for him. We've got the Nutrafol. We've got medication. We've got Big Pharma. We've got the Snickers ice cream bar. We've got Big Sugar. And now we've had the beer snake. We have big alcohol. Josh Allen has no morals. Josh Allen will sell out in the first instance of a dollar sign. He is a devil in a dress, folks, and your kids should not be looking up to him. I rest my case. So that was Josh Allen as his at his jersey retirement ceremony. It actually got a draw of 25,000 fans, so he's got a big old following there. But also the players, they must have been drinking on the field too, because they got routed. Wyoming ended up losing that game that, Josh Allen attended. They lost 13-7. So, I mean, yeah, that's where I want my jersey to be hanging. And with a team that can only put up 7 points on maybe the biggest day of the year. So well done, Wyoming. Well done. Way to really get after it when your biggest athlete to come from your school visits, you really know how to treat them well. So give it up for Wyoming football. 7 points on Josh Allen's big day. So finally, we'll close up here and then we'll move on because there was football. Actually, players that played yesterday we're actually going to talk about. Because Josh Allen lost on Thursday. Why are we even talking about him now? We had players that won yesterday. That's who we should be talking about. No? Yes. So we're going to get to that. But one more thing. Once again, we've been telling y'all the Bills need the bulletin board material. And man, oh man, I've been giving it to y'all. But so did Fox yesterday during their NFL kickoff show. Listen to how they're talking about the Bills. Hey, Josh. Hey, Sean McDermott. Are you putting this on the speakers?
Is it over? Has the Bills Super Bowl window closed?
Gosh, you know what? I am so disappointed
for
in the
this
way
year.
Buffalo.
Period. Like,
No,
is this period?
God, no, you got the quarterback. You
I
got
don't
the offensive
care
line.
who you
got
have.
the running
You
back.
can't
Get him
lose
some,
games
get him
like
some
they're
players
losing.
on the outside, whether it's through the draft, through free agency. Had a couple of people on defense.
No.
I think they got a quarterback that feel like he needs to do everything in order to win because
Yes.
he sees the deficiencies that they had compared to what they had before.
He shot a 59 the other day. He ran for 3, threw for 3. You just knew
The
it's not
Buffalo
gonna be.
Bills, Terry.
When he going to play Houston? Are you kidding me?
The Bills missed their opportunity when the
I
Patriots
agree.
stunk for those last 3 to 4 years, and now the Patriots took control of the division once again. Bye-bye, Buffalo
I'll
Bills.
tell you.
Bye-bye, Buffalo Bills. We've got Rob Gronkowski doing it. Rob Gronkowski, please come onto my show and we'll do the bye together. Please, Gronk, I need you. Bye. Bye. Bye, Super Bowl window. Bye, Josh Allen better than Tom Brady. Bye.
The Bills make me wanna.
Oh, Gronk, I love you, baby. Let me hear it again. Bye-bye, Buffalo.
Patriots took control of the division once again. Bye-bye, Buffalo
I'll
Bills.
tell you.
Bye-bye, Buffalo Bills. Oh, that's rich. That's great there, Gronk. I appreciate you. So, Terry Bradshaw's done off with the Bills. Howie Roseman trying to
They got a
still
quarterback
stick
that feel like he
up,
needs to
but
do
come on,
everything
Howie,
in
you know
order
you
to
don't
win
even
because
believe in
quarterback
it.
that feel like he needs to win.
59 the other.
So there you go, Sean. You can keep blasting that in the speakers 24/7 so you guys can get juiced and amped to win the game. All right, who do they got this week? Who do the Bills got this week? Buffalo Bills versus... Oh, the Steelers. Uh-oh, in Pittsburgh. Should be a good one. Good luck, Josh. You're gonna need it. Alrighty, that's all we had to start the show with. You know, obviously we have to talk about the best player in the NFL. Got his jersey retired. Give it up for him. Let me give it up for Josh Allen getting his jersey retired in irrelevant Wyoming. Very well done. All right, there are two things I do want to talk about before we start heading into what we just all saw yesterday. And the first one, I mean, this is an epidemic everywhere. I mean, this is in college, this is in basketball. It is probably the most prevalent in NFL football. But what the fuck is going on? What is going on with these calls, dude? Like, you can't even listen to these broadcasts anymore. They, like, prioritize storytelling over the game. They don't emphasize the big moments in the game. It all just feels like every play is a play, 10 minutes left in the first quarter. There's no excitement. There's no energy. Everything is just sounding the same. We get Kevin Harlan, who was a great commentator, but we get this call. Third quarter, Patriots up 4, him not knowing the play. Like, what is going on? This is the call here, folks. It is 17-13. Patriots are up. 12 minutes left in the third quarter.
Ramondre Stevenson, the back, 3rd and 11. May going deep, and he's got a great deep arm. Caught! 45 touchdown attempt right there. Is there this thing?
That was the entire call. He caught the ball at the 45-yard line. What are you talking about? Touchdown. And also, I mean, the call was going good. Listen,
Ramondre
Drake May
Stevenson,
dropping
the
back. Drake
3rd
May
and
going
11,
deep.
May going deep, and
All that is good. Drake May going deep. Very good. But then he puts this like, and he's got a good deep arm. It's just like,
he's got a great deep arm. Caught!
the guy's already on the ground as he's saying he's got a great deep arm. What are we doing?
45 touchdown.
Caught 45
Attempt right
touchdown?
there. Is there this thing?
I truly, I mean,
Ramondre Stevenson,
and it's not just
the
Kevin
back,
Harlan.
3rd
I'm not
and
trying to
11,
single
May
him out. I mean,
going
this is everybody. This is, I mean, Gus Johnson butchering all these calls, all these great people that have had multiple great calls. I mean, years, decades of success calling games. There's something that flipped like this year and last year. It's more just about like telling you the facts that we've all heard 1,000 times because it's the most obvious facts that they say. So,
But he's got a great deep arm
something's going to have to give. I mean, Tony Romo's atrocious listening to him. I mean, it's really bad. He's gotten worse. Tom Brady, what the fuck are you talking about? This man, I mean, I'm sure y'all, I don't even want to talk about it on the show, but I know y'all know what's going on with Tom Brady. I mean, it's just like, geez Louise, can we get it together? Nobody's making these games any better with their commentary, with their calls, and it's really,
touchdown.
It's not ruining the game, but it's really, I mean, it's taking you out of the experience multiple times. They're not even at midfield, and you're talking about touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson,
Are you watching the game?
11,
Like, what's
going
going
deep,
on?
and he's got a great deep arm.
So I'm calling for all the commentators out there to truly just lock in a little bit. Stop with the storytelling. Stop with that. Stop telling us all the facts that we've been regurgitated since week 1, week 2. We know, folks. Jeez, I mean, god dang. You know, I say it all the time. It's just like there's so much to talk about, and the national media focuses on 2 things. Can we talk about how Josh Allen's the devil in a dress? I mean, there's multiple examples, folks. And then this, and then we're going to get into the games. I mean, what the fuck, Fred? Fred! What the fuck is wrong with you? Did you not just listen to me say don't do this? So Fred VanVleet, I think he's out for the rest of the year, unfortunate. But he's starting a podcast. Fred VanVleet is starting a podcast. Now, look, I like Fred VanVleet. But I'm also going to tell you right now, I mean, your height and fame, I mean, you blew your window. Why don't you start this podcast when you won the NBA Finals? I don't get the time. I get because, you know, you're not going to play this year, so you got a little time on your hands, but I don't know if this is what you do with it. So this is Fred VanVleet on his
Keith,
promo.
play that shit.
Yeah.
Speed in.
Yeah.
We live. Me being undrafted. I'm not gonna say it's not a podcast, but that's a hell of a question. I think the game's in a great place.
Ooh.
I'm out of here.
That's your motherfucking money. At Katie, the realtor on Instagram.
KD.
Yeah. You know KD.
KD. Look at a guy like BJ coming in out the gate hot. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we lit.
Episode 1 is a long time in the making.
Look, I'm not trying to knock anybody, you know. I podcast. I don't podcast. I do a show, so there's a little difference. But, I mean, look, Fred. I mean, is this it? Is this it, folks? Is this it?
Keith, play that shit. Keith, play that shit.
So, Unguarded, Fred VanVleet's podcast. And this is what he says, folks. This is the post title. Having fun, talking shit, connecting with fans, Unguarded. Talking shit. What do we just say? These people that do these podcasts, that's all they want to do. They just want to talk shit with their boys, talk shit with their friends. That's all they want to do. Having fun, talking shit, connecting with fans. I don't know if there's going to be a lot doing that. So, once again, these people, they're not trying to change the world. They're not trying to, voice, injustice. They just want to talk shit with their friends. Which, once again, nothing wrong with it. Everybody likes doing that. Everybody likes doing that. But you're also an NBA player. Like, you play in the highest competitive basketball league there is. And you'd rather talk shit. I don't know, folks. I don't know. So, Fred, I good luck, but don't. Or at least have me on. Will you have me on, Fred? Is everybody booking? How many people do you have booked, Fred? Book me. Get me on. Sheesh. I mean, I need my big break here, folks. I thought I had it, but the company, I mean, what a joke of a company. All right, let's digress even more, shall we? I'm taking it very well, folks. I'm just letting y'all know I'm taking it very well. These last 4 months, 5 months, I'm taking it very well. I just want y'all to know that, okay? All right, now let's shift gears to the NFL because we had games on yesterday, and enough with all this garbage. We need to start celebrating these players. Fuck Josh Allen. Fuck Fred VanVleet. Stop it. Y'all were junk. Y'all aren't even playing. Kevin Harlan, fuck you too. Sorry. You're wrapped up in the fuck you today. Sorry. All right, well, let me apologize to all of them. I didn't mean to say fuck you, okay? Settle down. See, folks? Jeez. Settle down. This life got too deep.
This life got too deep for you, baby.
Let's get back on track. Derailed a little bit. Okay, folks. Shout out. Shout out to everybody. All right, here we go. All right, week 12 in the NFL last night, folks, and it was a good day overall. It was a good day overall. Competitive games, even games that probably shouldn't have been competitive were competitive. But let's start here. First and foremost, let's start here with Browns at Raiders. Now, oh boy, Shedeur Sanders gets to start and wins. And you know, Cleveland is not happy about that because I don't know what the fuck it is with this Cleveland Browns team, but it just really seems like they are trying to do everything in their power to not have Shedeur Sanders be successful. And I truly just don't get it anymore. Shedeur Sanders wins the game 24-10. Now, did he look great all game long? No. Did he have some great throws? Oh, yeah. Did he show a little bit of a super special ability, a little bit of a superpower? Yeah. Some nice big bombs throwing on the run. Once again, it just never made sense why Cleveland was doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on Dillon Gabriel. What is his special power? When you get to the NFL, folks, yes, everybody can make every throw. Like, that's not impressive. Oh, wow, he can make that throw. Yeah, that's why you're in the NFL. What is that next step? What's that superpower? What's that ability? When we look at the big names, the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, I mean, this is not to be a knock. Some of y'all are going to take it as a knock, but what made Tom Brady so good? He always took what the defense gave him. So cerebral in just clock management and game situation awareness. That was Tom Brady's great gift. Big Ben, big arm. Aaron Rodgers, I mean, the precision with the ball. I mean, there's really nobody else that's ever done it close to him. Drew Brees, accuracy, not afraid to throw the ball, multiple 5,000-yard seasons. Who else do we got? Matthew Stafford, a little bit on the Aaron Rodgers. I'm just a fucking warrior, and I'm just going to start slinging this ball, and we're going to get to more Matthew Stafford today, but folks, can y'all finally give me my flowers? I've been telling y'all Matthew Stafford is the top 5 quarterback of all time. MVP frontrunner too, by the way. Shout out. They should win the Super Bowl. I mean, this Rams team is the most consistent team. I mean, every team is so fucking inconsistent right now, except the Rams. But once again, keep sucking Josh Allen and all them. Okay. Where were we here? I just lost it all. But the Browns knock it off with the we're going over super ability. Lamar Jackson. I mean, the dual threat ability and Lamar Jackson's passing. I mean, can we give it up for that? Lamar Jackson has gotten better as a passer year after year. And I mean, he's really one of the premier passers in the NFL right now. So we're having all these quarterbacks come in and have that ability. Dillon Gabriel, he doesn't have one. Now, he may be able to still develop it. You know, I'm not going to write off Dillon Gabriel, but, you know, I didn't really see it in college. I didn't see it so far. Shedeur Sanders' first start, we're seeing it right out the rip. I mean, here we go, folks. Look at some of these throws. He had like 2 big downfield throws. This is throwing on the run, 53-yard dot, downs at the 1. He had another big ball right here that went to Jerry Jeudy. Bop. Now, yes, wide open, but still set his feet, delivered a good ball on the run, in stride, and then it was Jerry Jeudy being a clown and fumbling the ball. So, Shedeur Sanders airing it out, nice big arm, the athleticism, we were seeing it yesterday, and most importantly, they got the win, 24-10, able to put up the points, able to move the ball. And look, these stats, I mean, they're not, jumping off the page, and they're nothing to write home about. 11 of 20, 209 yards we like. 55% completion percentage. Let's, tighten that up. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Clean that up as well. So by no means a perfect game, but your first start, you're a rookie, and you're starting 11, 12 weeks into the season where everybody's kind of, up to speed, been playing for months, and you get thrown out there on the road and you go and win a game? I mean, that's got to be applauded, no? And it's not. It's not, because Kevin Stefanski after the game says, yeah, I'm not going to comment on who the starter is. Really? You're not going to tell us that he's the starting quarterback after just a win? After just, slinging this ball? You're not going to announce him as a starter? I mean, I think that's the most disrespectful thing. And this Browns team, once again, what is going on? What is going on with Shedeur Sanders? Like, there's something going on that they don't want him to be successful. The first 2 touchdowns here, folks, Shedeur Sanders is kind of getting them down there, and they take him out of the game and run a wildcat with the running back for the first 2 touchdowns. So Shedeur Sanders isn't even out on the field for their first 2 touchdowns. What? That kind of seems like they're trying to take away the credit, especially this second one. He should have been out there. I mean, he's the reason why they're down at the 1-yard line. Shedeur Sanders slinging the ball. And we see this all the time. Like offensive coordinators, offensive play callers. If a player got you all the way down there, they usually kind of let you cap it off. They kind of let the young bucks, these young quarterbacks, they kind of get a little bit of, hey, he just threw a touchdown. Hey, I want you to go throw this touchdown. They kind of, how should I say, try to, it's right on the tip of my tongue. They try to put you up for success. It's like they're trying to set this man up for failure every time. All righty, put the Wildcat out there. No, we're going to run Wildcat for the touchdown. Sorry, Shedeur. And I get it, team game, all this, all that. I get it. But once again, folks, these coordinators will actively go out of their way to get somebody a score. I mean, we see it time and time again. So the fact that they actively took Shedeur Sanders out 2 times for Wildcat to score a touchdown, it just doesn't sit right with me. And once again, everybody comes at Shedeur Sanders like he's doing something wrong. Every time he's at the microphone, he usually talks pretty good. Does he toot his own horn every now and then? Yes, but why are we getting mad at people tooting their own horn, folks? Shedeur Sanders after the game. This is him after the game.
Off a win is crazy. It's amazing, off of 1 week of practice, you know what I mean? This 1 week of practice. So imagine, what a full offseason look like. It get dangerous. But it's just a 1 week of practice, so I'm just truly thankful,
So what's wrong with that? What's wrong with what Shedeur's saying, gassing himself up, hey, that was on 1 week, Imagine if I had this entire season, you know what I mean? But every time he's at the podium, he's just like, hey, I'm trying to be a teammate. I'm trying to do things the right way. I'm trying to earn the spot. And everybody just knocks him. God forbid a black guy's got a little motion. You know what I mean? Shout out to the meme. God forbid a little white boy got a little motion. Yes? So, Shedeur Sanders, I'm with you, baby. I stand with you. We get people right here. This is Big Board Bets on Twitter. I really was wishing him the best and took them to win because I think he's talented, but why not be humble? He is giving all the haters more fuel to use when he has had a bad week or even a bad month of play. So once again, I mean, everybody, hey, I was going to root, but why can't you be humble? Stop with the fucking humble ability, honestly. Knock it off. This is competition. This is sports. Hey, I won. Dillon Gabriel goes out week after week and loses. I come in and win. I had 1 week to get ready, and I won the game. Toot that horn, baby. Toot it. Kevin Stefanski, there's something wrong with either him or the organization, or it's coming down from the NFL, but there is something going on. There is something going on where they just cannot have Shedeur Sanders be a starter, which makes absolutely no sense. Is he the best? No, I'm not saying he's the best, but does he give you an ability to win? Yes. Does the teammates actually like him? Yes. This is Myles Garrett after the game.
Wow, there's not many guys in the league that can make that throw.
Very hard to hear, but he says, that kind of 50-yard deep ball, there are not many guys in the league who can make that throw. And Myles Garrett's always been, with Shedeur Sanders back. So the players respond to him. They give a little energy, a little juice to the team. And they just got the win. But everybody wants to, say he's not good. Everybody wants to say all this. Now, I'll give you my knock on Shedeur Sanders. I need to see him speed it up a little bit. He's looking a little slow out there. Just like everything is a little slow. So we got to speed it up a little bit. Now, obviously, the big thing is to slow down the game. But his own mechanics are a little slow. So we got to speed that up. And once again, practice, reps, that will all speed up. But the fact that you got this, and look at him running on the way down the field. Look at this man. After Shedeur Sanders just launched a 50-yard bomb for a completion down at the 1-yard line, here comes Shedeur Sanders running down the field. Dapping up one of the linemen. He's not celebrating with the wristwatch. The wristwatch, everyone likes to bring that out. Oh my God, he's celebrating the wrist. So I really think he gets a bad rap in the national media. And especially to his own head coach. This is Kevin Stefanski after the game.
I think you saw a lot of what Shedeur does well on the field today. I thought to make that play off schedule when we were outmanned in protection, get the ball down the field. So there's a lot that he's doing well, and there's a lot that he's working on, which is what I appreciate about young guys that want to get better.
So a little praise, we like that from Kevin Stefanski, but then he goes and says, "Yeah, I'm not gonna name the starter right now. I'm not gonna do that." So. And then also, this is just Kevin Stefanski after the game. Can you spot the differences? This is Kevin Stefanski after Shedeur Sanders just got the win. And then we're going to play Kevin O'Connell after J.J. McCarthy got the win. Okay? Here we go. This is Kevin Stefanski.
Hey, how about that road win? Stayed resilient together like I told you we needed to, right? Stay resilient together, and we fought together. How about Gage's big punt return on special teams? How about Corey, every single time you're out there pinning those guys doing your job? Great job. Offense wasn't perfect. How about that big play by Sam at the end? IB, huge play. Q, huge play. Harold making a big play. And then another rookie making his first start. Nice job, Shedeur. Well done. There's that old saying, save the best for last. How about that fucking defensive performance? Holy is what I have to say about that. 10 sacks by our defense. 10 sacks. Okay? I got one ball in my hand. Okay, I got a guy, he's got to get a cold every week. Okay, he had a cold this week. Wasn't feeling himself. 3 sacks, which gives him 18 on the season through 11 games, which breaks his own Browns record. Myles Garrett. Come on, man.
So that was the locker room speech after the game. He shouted out everybody, kind of knocked the offense. Offense wasn't good all game. And then at the end, hey, shout out Shedeur Sanders, first start. Hey, good job. Gives one game ball to Myles Garrett, and then that's it. And look, Myles Garrett, I mean, the heart of this team, all that, so obviously deserves game ball. I'm not saying that. But you give one game ball away, and you don't even kind of, celebrate Shedeur Sanders a little bit? Now, this is Kevin O'Connell after J.J. McCarthy kind of came back and led them to a win.
This feeling that we have right now does not happen without one other guy. All right? Did not go the way any of us wanted. This guy, all right, I could tell from the jump, he was poised. He was poised. But this guy didn't quit me, and you always thought he would figure it out. 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown all in the second half.
So a little two different locker rooms here, right? One praises the young quarterback that got the game back on track, and the other one thinks, hey, it was everybody but you. So shout out, you got the win, but this was our defense. Our defense smashing the absolute shit out of the worst garbage team in the NFL, the Las Vegas Raiders. They actually just fired Chip Kelly right after the game. So shout out, give it up for that great Browns defense that absolutely devoured junk. Very, very well done by that Browns defense. Deserved all the praise, and not Shedeur Sanders. So that's where we're at now. We also get kind of these sideline shots of Kevin Stefanski smiling at Dillon Gabriel on the sideline and then not even looking at Shedeur on the sideline. So it's just real bizarre. There's got to be something going on behind the scenes because, look, Dillon Gabriel's nothing good, okay? I get starting Joe Flacco. I get it. But this whole Dillon Gabriel thing, this whole not even having Shedeur run with, like, the first team ever, it's just something absolutely ridiculous. He's got a higher ceiling than Dillon Gabriel, and that's really the overall message here. So we'll see who's going to be the starting quarterback. But Kevin Stefanski, he's got to go. He's got to go. I don't know what the fuck they're doing there in Cleveland anymore. So Browns get the win 24-10. And like I said, Chip Kelly is gone. He is fired, and rightfully so. I mean, we were calling for his firing a few weeks ago. And can we please never allow this man back in the league, please, ever again? I mean, I don't even want to see this man in college ever again because he'll start swindling everybody. That's what he does. He goes down for college for like a year and then, oh my God, Chip Kelly, so good. Get him in the NFL. He never works. He doesn't even, oh goodness, folks. Oh goodness. Oh man. Chip Kelly's not good. He's not good for the locker room. He's not a good offensive mind. And hopefully the Raiders aren't trying to stick him with another team so they don't have to pay him. Remember, we said last week, Chip Kelly was like the highest paid offensive coordinator at $6 million a year. Let's not do the James Franklin, please. All right. We got to get these junks out of here. Enough with Chip Kelly. He's ruining the NFL. He's ruining football. Chip Kelly, bye. Don't let all those doors hit you on the way out. And enough. All right. So that was Browns Raiders. Real riveting football. All right, but let's keep going here. More games to talk about. Next one up, we had Colts at the Chiefs, and God damn it, Daniel. God damn it. You had a chance to beat them. You were knocking on the door, but god dang, in the second half, they could do absolutely nothing. Colts field goal, punt. Not able to do anything here in the second half. And, you give the Chiefs the ball. You give the Chiefs the ball with how much time? 3 minutes left. Well, that's going to be the game. They tie up the game. They go into overtime, and that is the game right there. Chiefs win by 3, 23-20. I mean, golly, big stall, stagnant offense in the second half by the Colts. And, the Chiefs at home, shout out to their defensive coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo. I'm a big fan of him defensively, but I would say recently, he's been getting a little exposed in the Super Bowl a little bit. Not so great this season, but kind of really got it together in the second half against this Colts team. Got after Daniel Jones a little bit. No interceptions by Daniel Jones, no fumble. So that was good by Daniel Jones to kind of take care of the ball. But overall, I mean, not able to really do anything. Jonathan Taylor only 58 yards. Doolin was their leading receiver, 48 yards on a big shot play. Then Tyler Warren was really kind of their leading receiver, a tight end. Alec Pierce only held to 26 yards. So, Steve Spagnuolo kind of shut down this high-powered Colts offense. So we'll see if that Chiefs defense, that elite defense, is back. I like that. We get Patrick Mahomes slinging the ball for 352 yards, no touchdowns, and he threw an interception. Really kind of on his own goal line. Not his fault. I think it was tipped, bobbled a little bit. But, this is kind of what we've been seeing by Patrick Mahomes, not kind of those big touchdown numbers, those big numbers that we're kind of used to. 352 yards, yeah, we like that. But, in a close game, yes, they won. But, I don't think this is the return to glory. I don't think the dynasty is back here with the Chiefs. So Chiefs get to win 23-20. Colts, don't just fizzle out. Don't fizzle out like the Bills. Don't go out sad like the Bills, okay? Get it together. Regroup. Chiefs are still a good team overall. It's Patrick Mahomes, it's Andy Reid at the end of the day, Steve Spagnuolo at the end of the day. But this Colts team, they got out to kind of a good start and just really didn't close out this game well. So Colts lose 23-20. Hopefully a good learning moment for everybody involved. Got to keep that kind of foot on the gas. And Daniel Jones got to start making some of these plays. Alrighty, next one up here, Giants and Lions. And once again, somebody just that doesn't go out and win the game, kind of leading, having their way with them, the Giants all game long, and then kind of, doesn't close it out. You had chances to kind of close out this game. We have to start taking the points, please, for the love of everything, especially in today's NFL, especially this season. Take the fucking points. We have people barely covering spreads. We have, 13-point spreads that are, they're only winning by 6 points. Games are close. There is no kind of outlier. Well, the Rams are the one team that's an outlier that is so consistent. But you got to take the points when you can get them here, folks. The Lions, we were tied. No. They were up 27-24. 10 minutes left in the game. Fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. The Giants are up 3 points, and they have the ball. They go on a 19-play, 93-yard, 7-minute drive that results into a 4th and 6 at the Lions' own 6-yard line, and they decide to go for it. Look, I understand the thinking here. You score a touchdown, it's pretty much game over. You're up 2 possessions with 3 minutes left. It's game over. I get that. But at the same token, you're only up 3 right now. So if you go for the touchdown and you don't get it, now they only need a field goal just to tie it. You take a field goal here, they have to get a touchdown. You put the Lions, you put the pressure on them, they have to score a touchdown if they want to win. And I get it. You fired your head coach. The season isn't going good. You're trying to make a name for yourself. I get it. But we're trying to win here. We're still trying to win games. After y'all been playing very good and you're taking down a highly regarded Lions team. And it's 4th and 6. You just got sacked. And you go for a touchdown? Don't love the call there. I think you go for the field goal, you go up 6, and then you just rely on your defense that has been, working okay all game long. But they don't. They go for the touchdown. They don't get it. It's a 3-point game with 3 minutes left. The Lions, they drive, they bleed the clock, and they only got to the Giants' 41-yard line. You go for the touchdown, or you go for the field goal, they may not even get a touchdown. You didn't let them drive that well. They're at their 41-yard line. That's where they have to take the field goal from, the 41. So, bad play call here by the interim coach, Kafka. Not a great look for you either. Real disappointed in the Giants. Jameis Winston, 366 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yes, he threw an interception. Yes, he only had 50% completion percentage, but, kind of slinging the ball around, being a good just overall leader for this team. Everybody went and memed, pregame speech, which everybody loves to do. And you kind of wasted a good performance here by Jameis Winston overall. Second game back. had a chance to win. So Lions win 34-27. Jared Goff, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Jahmyr Gibbs had 219 yards rushing. So, bazinga. And then Amon-Ra St. Brown, 149 yards receiving. The playmakers were getting it done for the Lions yesterday. And also the playmakers, baby. Because this is Aiden Hutchinson calling game. In overtime, Lions up 7. It's 4th down, and Aiden Hutchinson comes around and brings down famous Jameis Winston for the game-sealing sack. Big fan of Aiden Hutchinson, so give it up for him. Got a contract, overcame that big injury. God damn, he's got a motor on him. Big shout out to Aiden Hutchinson, and well done for securing the game yesterday. After the game, the Giants go and fire their defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen, and rightfully so. The Giants had a couple of leads in these games this season and ended up blowing them all. So I agree. Fire, move them out. If you're not getting it done, you got to go. And if you're not closing it out, you got to go. Alrighty, and then just one thing to talk about here, Jameis Winston. I know this is going to make Josh Allen a little upset. Jameis Winston ended up having like a 40-yard receiving touchdown. They run a trick play. He catches it at the 20-yard line. He kind of, uses his height and athleticism to kind of dance and juke around the defender and ends up going for 20 yards into the end zone. So, Jameis Winston, man, such a great player, deserves to be a starting quarterback in this league. I want Jameis Winston to do the Shedeur Sanders quote. This was only on a week's notice. You give me a full off season and oh mama, you don't even know what I can do. So shout out to Jameis. They probably should have got the dub. Got to take the points. Hopefully Mike Kafka can learn from this, but got to take the points. Got to take the points here, folks. It's alarming when we have previous players now in the booth, a la Greg Olsen. I didn't want to call you out, but I'm going to call you out. We have Greg Olsen saying, I don't get taking the points. I don't even know what it means. I'm not kicking a field goal in today's game. I don't even know how he was ever on an NFL team after he said that, to be honest. So take the points. Take the points. And I know Josh Allen's going to be very jealous of this, and I'm going to let y'all know right now. If next week the Buffalo Bills run this trick play to Josh Allen, I am going to absolutely lose it. I am going to lose it. Joe Brady, please run it. All right, let's keep moving on here. Next game up, ooh boy, they were up 21-0. Woof. Eagles lose to the Cowboys 24-21. First half, it was all Eagles. They were moving the ball. They were throwing the ball. First drive touchdown, second drive touchdown, third drive touchdown. Ooh, and then punting, missed field goals, punting, fumble, punting from there. Game over. Can't do anything in the second half. Cowboys get it together in the second half and win 24-21. Even though, both teams were kind of trying to give away the game at the end, the Cowboys end up taking the field goal. And once again, another team that should have taken the fucking points. 4th and 1 at the 1, tie game, 3.5 minutes left. They go for the touchdown. And once again, I get it. But we got to be surrounded. We got to be smart. Take the points. The Eagles haven't been able to score in the entire second half. Take the 3. Rely on your defense that was taking over the game. And that's it. But everybody's so infatuated with touchdown, having my quarterback game winning, blah, 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 blah. The Cowboys are lucky they got the ball back in regulation to go down and kick the game-winning field goal. So, Jalen Hurts, 289 yards, was slinging it around in the first half. A lot of, third and shorts, incompletions in the second half on why they weren't moving the ball and why a lot of, drives stalled out in the second half. Saquon Barkley, once again, defenses are going to figure you out, which, once again, the Eagles could be in a bad spot right now because they should have really kind of front-loaded their passing offense in the beginning of the season, knowing that, Saquon Barkley was going to be the main focal point for defenses heading into the season because of what he did last season. Just like when Tyreek Hill was taking the top off of every defense in the 2022 season with the Dolphins, and then what happened in 2023? Everybody was playing the two shell with us, so nobody could get open over the top. If you're going to win away, teams are going to take it away the following year. So, you can win passing the ball. You've got the receivers to do it. I think you've got the quarterback to do it. But so far, the chemistry, the play calling hasn't really been showing it out there. So, Eagles lose 24-21. And we'll see if they start eating each other alive. Now, Brian Schottenheimer, I'm going to give you one warning here. I know you're a new rookie head coach. You're doing an amazing job. Give it up for Brian Schottenheimer. Really impressed on how he's keeping this team together and managing this offense this year. It's been great. But I don't like him at the podium after the game, knowing that they got the Chiefs coming up.
CeeDee's in the, oh, you did? Okay, yeah, he's in. We've talked about CeeDee, man. He's an incredible player. He's not a good player. CeeDee's in the, oh, you did? Okay, yeah, he's an incredible player. Again, I think the biggest thing for C is to know we love him, we trust him. The ball's going to keep coming his way. And, again, the big go ball that he caught down the field was incredible. We thought we had the free play down there. But, there's some weeks that you have great games and other weeks where you're like, hey, man, I didn't play as good as I can play. But, again, when we start drawing up plays for Kansas City, I'll give them a little heads up. There'll be a lot of them going to 88.
All right, Brian, don't like that. Don't like that little shot in there at the end. Hey, Kansas City, I'll give you a little heads up. We're going to 88. Once again, you don't got to give any extra fuel to Steve Spagnuolo. You don't got to give extra fuel to anybody on that Chiefs team. So don't love the personal little Chiefs dig call out there, Brian, all right? But you're doing a hell of a job anyway. All right, here we go. A couple of more. We got Patriots at the Bengals, and the Patriots win in a close one, 26-20. And, this Bengals defense, it's starting to show a little life. And, we've kind of been seeing this really from week one. This Bengals defense, is it good? No. But it's not as bad as it was last year. And, if Joe Burrow was out there, maybe some of these games are turning around in some wins. But Bengals D keeps it close, 26-20. Drake May, we saw an interception by him, uncharacteristic. And was it a pick six? Was that pick six? I think was it Flacco that threw the pick six? Either way, don't love the touchdown there or the interception there by Drake May, but overall came back from it, 294 yards passing on 62% completion percentage. The running game, Travion Henderson, 66 yards, very modest game. We had Ramondre Stevenson, he was back, but yeah, man, woof, six rushes for 5 yards, not great. Hunter Henry was the number one receiving option at tight end. 7 catches, 115 yards. Stephon Diggs, 20 yards. Mac Hollins, 30 yards. Booty, 15 yards. So really good by the Bengals kind of corners to not let the receivers eat all over them. Unfortunately, it was just a tight end. So Joe Flacco underperforming. We know this Patriots defense is fine. 183 yards by Joe Flacco on 51% completion percentage. Big wolf. And Chase Brown, very good day. 170 yards rushing, but not enough to get the dub. Patriots win. Steelers at Bears. No Aaron Rodgers. Mason Rudolph tries his best, but just not enough at the end of the day. 171 yards by Mason Rudolph. Once again, nothing to really write home about. Running game was okay. 92 yards by Kenneth Gainwell and 68 yards by Warren. And DK Metcalf, I think, he was targeted early and often, but it seems like the longer the game goes, the less they use DK Metcalf, which I don't get. I really don't get it. Caleb Williams gets another dub here for the Bears. They're winning close games. You can't knock them. 3 touchdowns, no picks by Caleb Williams, but he did have a fumble. 54% completion percentage. Don't love it. And you know, we get, you know, really nothing by Odunze. Once again, Rome Odunze, a little, you know, a little locked up here in the back half of the season. We saw him kind of eating in the first half. So Bears got to maybe, I mean, they're winning games. You can't knock them too much. They're winning games out here. Shout out 31-28. I think TJ Watt ended up having like a strip sack for a touchdown. So he's a little back. But the Bears, they're hanging on. They win 31-28. All right, Bucks at Rams, next game up. And unfortunately, Baker Mayfield goes down about, you know, midway in the game. But they were getting blown out at that time anyway. So don't let the national media be like, well, you know, Baker Mayfield played this game. It's a different. No. They were up like 28-7 when he went down. So. This Rams team. Shout out the Rams. I've been telling you all about the Rams. I'll try not to toot my own horn, but the fact that you got Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, folks, I mean, what the fuck? Nobody's even talking about it. The best wide receiver duo in the league. Two touchdowns by Devontae Adams, 97 yards by Puka Nacua, and Kyron Williams is still a threat at running back here, folks, averaging 3.8 yards a carry. We'll take it. Matthew Stafford, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. This man was absolutely fucking dealing yesterday, folks. Like, you got to watch the all 22, watch anything, just watch every single offensive play here by the Rams. Matthew Stafford, folks, he's the MVP front runner. Let me hear y'all. And he's a top 5 quarterback in this league of all time. I do not care. Rams get the big win. The most consistent team offensively, defensively in the entire NFL. I've been trying to tell you. I think we've had the Rams at number 1 in our power rankings since like week 8, week 6. So I've been trying to scream it to y'all. But I have the dolphin on my head, so nobody listens. I, clown Josh Allen. I smurfily clown Josh Allen, so nobody listens. Because I make fun of everybody's favorite celebrity, Josh Allen. Oh, no. It's all right, folks. It's all right. All right, let's keep going here. Vikings at Packers next up. Packers get the win 23-6. JJ McCarthy. All right. I thought, this week he'd be a little bit back. We did kind of see him, stay firm in his stance, in his, on his platform. I don't think I saw a lot of leg whips. I still got to, go back and watch the all 22. But J.J. McCarthy, 87 yards. Obviously, it's never enough. 2 interceptions. They came really in the fourth quarter when game was starting to get out of hand. A couple of, deep ball tries. But, we need more time on J.J. McCarthy. But I think he can get there. I really do. I really think, we have a big development problem here in the NFL. Obviously, the NFL is kind of like a win now, must win. We don't really have time to fuck around. And the college system, they don't even get any players prepared for the NFL. So it's going to come to a boiling point at some point. When there's not another generation to overtake the other generation. Luckily, when Manning and Brady and Rodgers and Breeze and Roethlisberger and Rivers, when they were kind of all exiting, kind of all at the same time, that's when we got kind of that next group. We got, Mahomes and Allen and Lamar. And then we got, kind of Burrow and Hurts and Tua and Love. So, in, 10 years... when those players start to retire, and, knock on wood, I want to see them in the league as long as possible. But when they start to retire, is there going to be kind of another generation to kind of overtake that, 6 to 10 good quarterbacks that are really carrying the league? So we'll see if college football can still keep producing good quarterbacks, because I want to say college football, I think the overall talent is declining. Just kind of what I'm seeing the last 5 years. I don't know if I'm just the one seeing it or if other people agree, but I don't know if this is some of the best college football seasons we've had the last 5 years. So J.J. McCarthy, all right, keep buying in. No touchdowns, 2 picks. Jordan Love, 139 yards passing once again. Jordan Love, everyone's trying to force him down our throats. nah, he doesn't do it for me. This Vikings defense, I mean, they tried their dangdest, but, you know, once again, this offense, it's very not move the ballable. Can't really move the ball. So Packers get the win 23-6. Out on the Vikings for now. I think we have to officially be out on them. You know, I was kind of always in because of just the defense. But, you know, at least with the Texans, the offense can move the fucking ball and put up some points with Davis Mills. Vikings can't even really do that with JJ. So we're out on the Vikings, and we're not going to be back in on the Packers here. Please do not be back on the Packers here, national media. All right. All right, few more. We had Jets at Ravens, and all right, Tyrod Taylor gets the start, and he threw the ball more, but still resulted into a loss. Like, now, it was a little competitive. I mean, the Ravens, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but, you know, they're struggling to move the ball. 153 yards passing by Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry, 64 yards rushing overall. He had 2 touchdowns, which we like, you know, giving him the ball on the goal line, which is smart. So we like that. And then the leading receiver was Zay Flowers at 58 yards. But, you know, really took until the third quarter, the second half to really break away. I mean, the Jets were leading at halftime. Like, ugly. Ugly, 7-3. Ravens offense finally started to kind of click into gear in the third quarter. Put up 2 touchdowns. But Ravens, they get the win. But I don't know, folks. I don't know if we can buy into them. All right, next one up, we get Seahawks at the Titans. And look, the Titans, I mean, they covered the spread. Shout out. But the Seahawks get the win, 30-24. Sam Darnold and JSN, I mean, what a fucking connection, dude. Sam Darnold, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns. JSN, 167 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, I mean, JSN, woo, baby. God damn. And also shout out to this Seahawks offensive coordinator for getting JSN the ball. Every week in, week out, we're going to him. Everybody knows they're going to him. That's the only kind of big weapon they have. And he's catching the ball. He's going for over 100 yards a game. And he's always, you know, getting a touchdown or 2. So, is JSN unguardable, folks? Rashid Shaheed, not doing what I really want him to do here. No catches, no yards on 2 targets. So, let's start developing him a little bit more. But the defense, you know, they kind of hold. They had a little bit of a slip in the third quarter, giving up 14 points. But, you know, the Seahawks defense gets it done. Cam Ward, 256 yards. He's trying his dangest to sling the ball. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. And he also had another rushing touchdown. So Cam Ward trying to do it all himself. His receivers aren't really helping. They got a lot of no names. But, you know, pretty solid here by Cam Ward. Titans, they have a long rebuild ahead of them because they really have no good offensive pieces. But I do think Cam Ward is him. All right, 2 more. Final 2. We got Jags at the Cardinals and fucking Trevor Lawrence, dude. Kind of like Daniel Jones. Like New York Giants Daniel Jones. Not like Colts Daniel Jones. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. And a fumble. And, like, you're losing the ball in, like, the second half in the fourth quarter. Like, bruv, get it together. Luckily, you were able to sneak out a win against the Cardinals because the Cardinals can't, you know, get it right in the second half either. Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett, 317 yards, but once again, 1 touchdown, no pick, not getting a win, all kind of fluff stats. But the Jags aren't apologizing. And that's kind of like what I like about Liam Cohen. It's just like, especially in today's NFL, this season alone, it's just like, if you can win by 1 point, do it. Do it. Because, you know, everybody always acts like, well, if you're favored by 14, you got to blow them out. Or, oh, you got to have a perfect game. You're not scoring a touchdown on every drive. Like, you're trying. That's not how NFL goes. Never a game has gone like that. And Liam Cohen, he knows they're winning these scrappy, close games, and he's reiterating in his locker room, hey, we're not apologizing for any of this.
Real quick, we're not apologizing for wins around here.
Hell yeah, and don't bleep it out. Don't bleep it out, Jaguars. Let the man say his F's. Let the man say his F's.
Guys, real quick, we're not
apologizing for fucking winning around here, yeah? fuck if we won because Roger Goodell came out on the field himself and said, you know what, game over, Jags win because I said so. I don't give a fuck if that's how we have to win. We won. You lost. We're not apologizing for shit around here.
How'd that
I mean, there's really nothing. I mean, folks, I tell you, I really get goosebumps listening to some of this, some of these speeches, these locker room talks. Liam Cohen getting the entire locker room fired up. He's fired up. He's passionate.
On the West
It translates
Coast.
to the entire everybody. The
on the
coaches,
West
the players.
That's about resilience. That's about staying the course and staying together and making plays when we need it most. How about our quarterback and Parker Washington at the end of that?
Doesn't matter that Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions and had a fumble.
How about our
fucking throw
defense with a
game,
game?
baby? So once again, I mean, there's just so many disparities in the NFL with coaches and locker rooms and philosophies. You know, we see the Browns, Shedeur Sanders getting them their win, but the coach doesn't praise them. Kevin O'Connell, yeah, JJ, yeah, 9, which you got to stop that, JJ. Please stop calling your alter ego 9. You're both garbage, okay? And then we get Liam Cohen, yeah, baby, we're not apologizing for shit. Shout out to our quarterbacks slinging the ball, even though we had all those interceptions. It's about staying together and making plays when we need to. We get Kevin Stefanski saying, hey, good job, Shedeur. Well done. So, there's so many differences. And, winning, it takes it all. And you can kind of see it goes a little bit deeper than the players on the field for these teams that are just losing and perpetual losers out here. Front office, coaches, locker room, it all truly matters. And you can see night and day differences between the teams that are winning 6-7 games and the teams that are winning 2-3 games. All right, and that leads us to the last game of the week. Falcons at Saints, and I mean, we told you, what the fuck was this one, folks? Vegas making the Saints favorites and minus 130 on the money line. Absolutely disgusting value, and they don't even win here, folks. Falcons get back on track 24-10. It's once again no Michael Penix Jr. He's going to be out for the season. Kirk Cousins slings the ball, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Bijan Robinson, 70 yards rushing. We had Mooney, the leading receiver, at 74 yards. But it was really just a defense for this Falcons team, not allowing the Saints to put up really any points. They put up 3 points in the fourth quarter, so really was kind of rocking with 7 the entire game. Tyler Shuck, 243 yards, no touchdowns, 1 pick. Meh. They didn't have they did have Alvin Kamara, but you know this team doesn't really like to run the ball that much. The leading rusher was Tyler Shuck. We had Neal take 18 yards, Taysom Hill take 17 yards, Alvin Kamara take 11 yards. Like, okay. Chris Olave, this is a good sign. I mean, if we're going to take anything away from the season, is that they are scheming plays for Chris Olave, their playmaker, their wide receiver 1. So that I will give a little credit to the Saints and their head coach. Blanking on the name, the Eagles offensive coordinator, Kellen Moore. That I will give Kellen Moore a little credit. You know, you're scheming plays for Chris Olave. You're trying to go to your weapons. It's just the quarterback's not it. So Falcons get the win 24-10. But that brings us to Monday here, folks. We got one more game, so let's quickly preview it. We got Panthers at Niners. Panthers plus 7.5. Niners minus 7.5. And honestly, you know, heading into this week, I was all over the Niners minus 7.5. But after seeing yesterday, I kind of want to flip. But I think I am going to stay firm here. Niners minus 7.5. This Panthers defense is solid. Here, folks, okay? Just kind of like the Titans defense, a little solid. You know, they hold the Seahawks a little close. You know, Seahawks don't cover their spread. I could kind of maybe see this game playing out like that Seahawks game. But, you know, this Niners defense, it's cream of the crop as well. And Bryce Young, I don't think is him or is it. So I'm going to swallow the 7.5 here. Don't love to swallow the hook, but we will. If we want to go to 6.5, we get minus 143. So it's just so annoying. Vegas really just sucks up all the value. But I am liking the Niners minus 7.5 here. This spread is lining up exactly like the Bucks Rams spread. Rams, at kickoff, it was minus 7.5. You got Baker on the other field, solid defense. They get blown out. I'm expecting the same thing right here. I got Niners minus 7.5 tonight, folks. All righty. That is going to do it for us today here, folks. I appreciate everybody tuning in, listening, watching. We'll be back tomorrow for our show. We'll talk the game tonight and start getting ready for Week 13 in the NFL. And, folks, it's Thanksgiving week, baby. So, hopefully everyone's getting some time off, spending some time with some family, getting some good bird out there. And comes with all that food. We got nice sports on this entire week. So, stay to it, lock in, let's cash. I'm going to be having picks all week long. I am in a pick bracket battle this week here. Shout out to the American Betting League, folks, the ABL. Gotta love it. Gotta love betting. If you really love betting, you love the sport of betting. We all love the money that comes with betting, but, I'm like Josh Allen with betting. I just love the win. I love the thrill of the game, baby. So, shout out to ABL. I'm in a 32 tournament bracket. It starts today. You got to make 8 picks. You got 8 units. And whoever has the most units at the end of the day moves on to the next round. So I'll be posting my plays on social media, so keep track. And I'm going to try to be bringing home that first prize, baby, because I am sharp and I am here, folks. Yes? Yes. All righty. We're out of here. We got a week ahead of us, folks. Take it easy. Get a great rest of